Hi all, welcome to Math Easy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about two-step equation for decimals. Consider the example 0.4x plus 2.9 equal to 1.5. We have to find the value of x. For that, first we need to isolate the number 2.9 which is near the variable x. So, in order to avoid this, we have to take the inverse of positive 2.9 which is negative 2.9. So, I am subtracting minus 2.9 on one side. To balance the equation, you have to do the same thing on the other side also. So, I am subtracting 2.9 from both the sides. As a result of this, positive 2.9, negative 2.9 will get cancelled and you will be left with 0.4x on one side. And now we have to subtract 1.5 minus 2.9. To subtract that, I am just reversing minus 2.9 minus 1.5. So, you will get 1.4 and we have to put the subtraction sign. So, that is equal to minus 1.4. So, when I subtract 1.5 minus 2.9, I will get minus 1.4. Now, we have to isolate this variable x, which means we have to avoid 0.4 which is near the variable x. So, 0.4x means 0.4 times x. So, to avoid 0.4 from near which is near the x, I am just dividing 0.4 from both the sides. As a result of it, this 0.4 and 0.4 will get cancelled and you will be left with the variable x on one side. Now we need to divide minus 1.4 divided by 0.4. So let us take this decimal out. For that we need to multiply 10 on both denominator and the numerator. So as a result of it, you will get it as minus 14 divided by 4. Now let us divide 14 divided by 4. It goes 3 times 12, 20. 4 5s are 20, so 3.5. So that is going to be minus 3.5. So x equal to minus 3.5 is going to be the solution. Consider the example v divided by 2.2 minus 0.1 equal to 7.4. So we have to isolate this variable v. For that, first need to avoid minus 0.1 which is near the variable v. So I am taking the inverse of minus 0.1 which is positive 0.1. Inverse of negative is positive. So I am adding 0.1 on one side. So in order to balance the equation, I need to do the same thing on the other side also. So I am adding positive 0.1 on both the sides. As a result of it, minus 0.1 plus 0.1 will get cancelled and you will be left with v by 2.2 on one side. Now on the other side, you need to add 7.4 plus 0.1 which is going to be 7.5. This 0.4 plus 0.1 it's 0.5 and 7. Here imagine we have a 0, it is going to be 7.5. So that is what I have written. Now to isolate this variable v, we have to avoid 2.2. For that, what you need to do, you need to simply multiply 2.2 on both the sides. As a result of it, this 2 will get cancelled and the variable v will be isolated. Now we have to multiply 7.5 times 2.2. That's going to be 10, balance 1, 14, 15. Here 10, balance 1, 7 2s are 14 plus 1, 15. So you will get 0, 5, 6, 1 and you have 2 decimal points. So 16.50 is going to be the solution. Consider the example 7 equal to a minus 9.2 divided by 3. Now we have to isolate this variable a. For that, first we need to avoid the 3. So I am just multiplying 3 on both the sides so that this 3 will get cancelled and you will be left with a minus 9.2 on one side and this side 3 times 7 it's going to be 21. Now I have to isolate this variable a. For that I need to avoid 9.2 near this variable a. So I have to take the inverse of negative 9.2 which is positive 9.2. So I am adding 9.2 on both the sides. As a result of it, this negative 9.2, positive 9.2 will get cancelled and you will be left with this variable a. So what is going to be here? Here it is going to be 9.2. So I am simply adding it. You will have 0.2, 9 plus 1, 10, balance 1, 3. So a equal to 30.2 is going to be the solution. Consider the example k divided by 3.5 plus 7.4 equal to 8. To isolate this variable, first we need to avoid 7.4 which is near this variable k. So I am taking the inverse of 7.4 which is going to be negative 7.4. So I am subtracting minus 7.4 on both the sides. As a result of it, this will get cancelled and you will be left with k divided by 3.5 on one side. What about the other side? Let us subtract this. Here you will have 0. So I am taking the balance 10 minus 4, 6. Here you will have 7. So 0.6 and you will have a positive symbol. So 0.6 is what I will get on the other side. Now to avoid this 3.5, we have to simply multiply 3.5 on both the sides. As a result of it, this 3.5 will get cancelled and the variable k will be isolated. So now what is 3.5 times 0.6? So that's going to be 30, 80, 90, 20, 21 and you have two decimals. So 2.10 is going to be the value of k. Consider the example 14.2 equal to 2 times minus 5.8 plus t. So you can see this t is inside the parenthesis. So let us first avoid this number 2 which is near the variable t before avoiding minus 5.8. So simply I am going to divide both sides by 2. As a result of it, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled and you will be left with minus 5.8 plus t on one side. What about the other side? Other side it's going to be 7.1. Now we have to isolate this variable t. So we need to avoid negative 5.8 which is near the variable t. So I am taking the inverse of negative 5.8 which is going to be positive 5.8. So I am simply adding 5.8 on both the sides. So as a result of this and this will get cancelled and you will be left with the variable t on one side. What about the other side? You simply need to add this. It's going to be 12.9. So the value of t is going to be equal to 12.9. Hope you have understood about solving two-step equation for decimal in this video. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to Math Easy channel and push the like button. Thanks for watching.